Hi everybody, Rick here. Welcome to Digital Fortress. And I am going to do stats for the Happy New Year 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. Glad to have you here, those of you who are watching. And what I wanted to do is mark the stats of Cardano at the turn of 2020 to 2021 at 23:59 UTC. That's the universal time. So that's what I consider kind of like the turn of the new years. I go by UTC time, or Greenwich Mean Time, and that will be in 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes. It will be Happy New Year. So I'm going to do a screen share and just go over some stats. Hello everyone. Darren, good to see you here. Just a Gal, welcome. Happy New Year. Sing, good to see you here as well. Happy New Year to you also. Okay, I'm going to hop over to, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to hop over to ADA pools first and go over some stats for Cardano. And please ask me if there's certain stats you're interested in seeing, let me know. King Cardano, welcome. Good to see you here. Happy New Year. A chill pool, Chile, Steak Pool, Rodrigo. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Glad to have you here. All right, so I'm going to pull it up over there. Ifalani, Happy New Year's. Good to see you here. All right, so I'm going to start with ADA pools at the turn of the new year. Let's see what kind of stats we have over here. I'll make my screen bigger so hopefully you can see that well on your screens. Hello, Robert. Good to have you here. All right, so starting with ADA pools, where are we at? It's almost the turn. We have 1,471 pools. Let me try to make that a little bit bigger. Let's see how it scales so we can see it better here. All right, 1,471 pools. Now I forget where it went. There it is. Okay. We are currently on slot 7687 of Epic 239. So Epic 239, we're turning over to the new year. We have 1,111 delegators, 961 delegators, okay? The live stake is 21.53 billion. The percentage is 67.7% staked. 67.7% staked, okay? And let me see. So that's over here on ADA pools, one of our favorite block explorers. You know what I should do is I should probably do a statistic and see how many Cardano block explorers websites, network explorers, statistic. There's a lot. So we got ADA pools, Cardano pool. I have ADA stats up here. There's ADA scan. There's the Cardano block explorer. There's a new one called Pool Table. So there are many community built websites for navigating the stats information. Let's hop over to Pool Tool and see where we're at over here. Total staked 21.51 billion, 67.82%. That's 21.51 billion out of a 31.7 billion total supply. Let me try to make this page a little bigger without losing track so it's easier on the eyes, and back it out a little. And this is kind of cool. Papa Cart put, we are going for #1 up here on the top center of Pool Tool. You got that right, Papa Cart. We are going for #1 all day, every day. All day, every day. Going for #1. Number of active pools. Where the number of active pools is measured, 1,406. So we definitely have over 1,400 active pools on the Cardano network. Pretty amazing. And let me see, where else are we at? How many pools with at least one Lovelace staked? That's the 1,406. That's how they measure it. And let's see what else here. Some other interesting stats is you have the analysis over here, where you can see your pool data, and we got the network health. Let's take a look at the network health data. Currently, the community block 62% is being made by the community, and 38% are being made by the Genesis nodes, and the versions and variations. Better than that, but right after the turn of the epic, you get this little divot here, as some of the pools are recovering and coming back up to speed, but it usually hangs out right around 100% almost all of the time. Periodic dips down to about 99%, but it has this little notch down to 99, 98%, and that notch will gradually come back up over the next couple of hours. And network synchronization looks fantastic. Almost all the reporting pools, you have almost perfect block alignment with a few kind of straying off there a little bit. Block propagation delays doing pretty good. Block propagation delays typically between 100 and 300 milliseconds. So that's a really good synchronization. Block heights reported, almost all of them on the same block height with only a few stragglers and one very stray, but mostly right on target. Let's see, what else do we have here? So let's go over to AdaStats. How many accounts? I like this one over here at adastats.net. 202,000 accounts. 202,000 wallets where, you know, if you open Daedalus and you generate a wallet, you have an account. And maybe some people have 2 or 3. Some people only have 1. Or if you do it in EOY. So there's 202,000. Pretty amazing. That's up from somewhere in the 90,000s. I noticed on Reddit there are over 92,000 Reddit users. Over 92,000. So we'll mark that. I don't know if I have my Reddit account on this tab, but I can pull up on another tab. I'm also going to launch Daedalus, which might put a little bit of load on my laptop here, but we'll see. All right, any stats that you would like to see? Let's see who else has joined us here at Digital Fortress. Thank you, everyone. Happy New Year. 1 minute and 20 seconds left until New Year's at UTC time, GMT time. New Year's is going to be in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. All right. The King says, we are going for number 1. You just spelled number 1 wrong. You said number 21 on there, bro. We're going for the year 2021. We're going for the year 2021. Duckpool, hello Duckpool, good to see you here. I have the King, love your videos, keep up the great work. I have the King. I have the King posts some really cool stuff on Twitter. One of the funniest ones I've seen was that speed up of one of Charles Hoskinson's AMAs. That was pretty funny. You know which one I'm talking about. Filani says, I'm lagging a bit, intermittent robot voice. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm on wireless. I didn't plug in the Ethernet cable. Apologize if there's a little bit of lag. And so Happy New Year, everyone. Billy, what's up, Billy? Yeah, we're going for number 1 over here at Cardano. Going for number 1 all day, every day. It might take some time. Might take several months. Might take several years. Probably by the year 2025. I'm going to do this again next year and see where our stats are at next year. Okay, so at AdaPools, we see we're at 21.53 billion staked. We also have some network stats in here. How many relays do we have up? How many relays are we out there? Let's see. I don't have the relay summary on here. Where's the relay summary? There's like a... Let me pull my phone up. Does it show up on this page? It shows up on the mobile. I see it on the mobile when I go on there. Over 1,000 relays in the United States, 698 relays in Germany, 208 in the United Kingdom, 200 in the Netherlands, 152 in Canada, 128 in Finland, 122 in Singapore, 100 in France, Japan, 95, Australia, 72, Ireland, 48. There you go. There's Ireland, Darren. Ireland. Sweden, 32, South Korea, 31, Switzerland, 29, Belgium, 21, India, Spain, Hong Kong, all in the tens of relays. Lithuania, Romania, South Africa, Brazil, Taiwan, Austria, Slovenia, New Zealand, Greece, Poland, and then we get down into the single digits from New Zealand, Greece, Poland, Italy, China, Norway, Mexico. I've got a couple relay. I got one relay over there in Mexico. Argentina, UAE, Croatia, Russia, Portugal, Moldavia, Indonesia, Estonia, Hungary, Denmark, Vietnam, 2 relays, Cyprus, Costa Rica, Israel, Slovakia, Luxembourg, Philippines, Seychelles, Bulgaria, Nigeria, Serbia, Malaysia. Look at all those relays. Massive network. You know, that's the one thing you got to be proud of is that the Cardano network infrastructure is absolutely massive. So when we start launching these smart contracts and all that stuff, you start launching more and more technology on Cardano. The next hard fork coming up is the Mary. I think Allegra's already out, so we're running on 124.2. As these chain upgrades occur, we're going to be deploying more and more technology. And if you think about it, look at the massive infrastructure, self-sustaining infrastructure Cardano has built. Look at this map. Look at that. And right now, right here along the prime meridian, it is now 2021. So happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2021. All right. What kind of stats you want to see? Any websites you guys want to see? Let me know. I'll pull it up on the screen. Jay Russo, he says, are you guys planning to do another round of funding for the Cardano effect? We miss you. No, we're not planning on doing another round of funding, Jay Russo. We have retired the Cardano effect. It is retired. All right. Ive the King, Happy New Year. Okay. Everyone wishing a Happy New Year's in there. All right. Great to see y'all here. Any other stats you would like to see? Let me see. I popped Daedalus open. Is it synced up? What's Daedalus got on stake pools? Let's see how the pools are doing up there. Switch over to the pools. I'll bring that over to my screen. Whoop, can I bring it over there? I ran into this before. My cursor didn't let me bring it over to a screen already being shared. Yeah, it won't let me. It's already being shared. Okay. So the node list, P2P, A to FR, 1% pools, a couple others at the top of Daedalus. And Daedalus is showing, oh, I can't tell now because it only goes up to 524. So you got to see that if you want to see the total number of pools, you got to check it out on Pool Tool on the home page. Okay. 1,406 with at least one ADA staked. Total number of pools deployed is on the dashboard at ADA pools. And that is, oh, where are we at here? What do we have? We have 1,400. Oh, my laptop's being a little slow. 1,471 pools at the beginning of 2021. 67.7% of all ADA is staked. 21.53 billion. All right. Boom. Happy New Year, everyone. What's going on, Crypto Simp, my fellow Steelers fan? Steelers are going for number one. Who else is going for number one? Everybody here is going for number one. 202,102 total accounts on the Cardano network. That's similar in nature. That is similar to having 202,102 mining devices, mining-like devices. Whenever you stake your ADA from your wallet, you're like a miner providing hashing power to a proof of work pool. It's similar. It's not exactly the same. People beat me up for saying that before, but it's very similar in nature. Okay, so the mining power is very highly distributed throughout the network. Very highly distributed mining power by having all of that ADA distributed among all those wallets and staked to all those different pools. Very highly decentralized. Okay, what else? Any other stats you guys want to see? What's some good pages to pull up? I went over Pool Tool. I know one thing that people love is this network. I'm going to pull the network up. It's really neat how this kind of comes into being, how it starts all scrambled and it brings all the nodes together here. So these are just the nodes, how they are laid out. Let me zoom that out a little bit so we can actually look at it a little. All right, you see how these all come together. Let me refresh that, baby. Now this is just the manual connections in the network. Currently, the network is manually constructed by the pool operators using either they build a list based off of Pool Tool here, or they use Topology Updater from Clio 1 Topology Updater, and there's various topology tools out there. So although you might see pools out here on the outer ring, they are connected. All the pools seem to be connected. I haven't heard anyone on the mainnet having any out. This is the manual connections people have built on Pool Tool. What we're looking for coming up later in this year is P2P, or peer-to-peer discovery. We're looking for the peer discovery technology to be deployed, where the pool operators will be able to set some parameters on their node and install the software variant, currently on 1.24.2, but there will be a software variant that will have the peer discovery that worked much like Jormungandr similar to Poltercast. And what it will do is it will allow nodes to dynamically join and leave the network and find peers automatically rather than this manual construction of the network. So that's a big thing we're going to see coming up in 2021. Some other big things we'll see coming up in 2021 are smart contracts. And just so everyone knows, Goguen is already partially deployed. Right now you can put metadata on the blockchain. Many people have done it. Adam Dean has done it with his pizza thing over there at the Buffy and Spike pool. So Adam Dean has put his pizza information on the blockchain. Martin, Andrew, a couple other folks have put, Ada Oldman, I think he has some things in the CN tool software so people can put metadata on a blockchain. That is Goguen type technology. Currently you have the ability for metadata. What's coming soon is the multi-asset deployed. There are people playing with that on the testnet, making their own native tokens on the testnet. We're going to see the ERC20 converter coming up online in 2021. We're going to see KEVM and Yella coming up online in 2021. The KEVM runs 99.9% of the Ethereum code as is. It's basically, it is a Ethereum virtual machine, so it'll run Ethereum, connect to the Cardano network, and it's built on the K framework, which is formally verified semantics so that people can write their smart contracts or apps and dApps in different code, and it can be read by the KVM. They can write in different languages that they're more familiar with, rather than Plutus and Marlowe. We'll also see Marlowe and Plutus come up online. Currently, the state they're in is Marlowe is on the Marlowe Playground, and the Blockly financial building is on the Marlowe Playground. And Plutus is also on the Plutus Playground, so you're going to see those come up on the mainnet. Lots of new technology coming into play this year. And then in the out years, you're going to see learning that they have the AI engines. They do the artificial intelligence. That's Singularity with Ben, who runs that. So IOG has partnered with Singularity to take care of the AI part. And then further downstream, you plug into Wolfram Alpha. So in the out years, maybe later in 2021 and beyond, all those connections will be put in place. So you'll see more and more technology being deployed on the Cardano platforms. And as I showed on the map earlier, there is a massive and self-sustaining network spread across the world capable of sustaining that technology. So that's the amazing thing about Cardano. It was built right. It was built right the first time, or it's built right in the first place. And you know what? It may take a long time. It's worth the wait. You know, you may as well do it right. You may as well do it right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've personally been waiting a long time. Quite a few people have, and I've just learned to be patient and just see how things are done the right way. 91 research papers. There's another stat I didn't pull up. Let me share my screen again, and I'm going to hop over and show you where I get that information from. Oh yeah, CryptoSimp said the Spocker voting was on chain. Yes, that was the magic of Adam Dean. He put the Spocker voting on chain. That was very cool. That was very clever. That was done in 2020. Okay, so let's see. What other stats do we have? Oh yeah, let me pull up a couple others. Let me share my screen again. And if y'all want to see any certain kind of stats, or if you think of some, drop a link over in the chat or let me know, and I will pull that up. Let me go back over to my other desktop, and I'm going to go to IOHK.io, now called IOG, but it's kind of hard to change all these links. And we're going to go to research, and under research we go to library, and under the library we have 91 research papers that are significantly Cardano related. Some of them don't appear to be Cardano related, but they all have application to Cardano. Like you'll see some in here, tight consistency bounds for Bitcoin. Okay, and it's the same professors, Peter Gazi, Egelos Kiayas, Alexander Russell. Okay, writing these research papers. Well, there's a reason for it. I mean, they're smart folks and they plan way, way ahead of time. They plan years out. Look at this. This was in October 2020, 2021. So 91 research papers up through the current time in 2020, rolling into 2021. And these are living documents. They do get updated, and they also get peer reviewed. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom or search Ouroboros, you'll find the Ouroboros, Genesis, Prouse, and BFT papers that are driving the network currently. Okay, and you have what I believe is the original Ouroboros paper here. Blockchain protocol, and then other papers related to that. Okay. We also have over 40 YouTube channels in Cardano, over 40 YouTube channels. Many of them are dedicated Cardano YouTubers, and others are associated who are Cardano friendly, who do multiple different, they do Ethereum and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but they also do Cardano. They're very Cardano friendly. So I think we're approaching 50 in that area. And they're not all English only, although the large number of them are English. We do have YouTubers who are broadcasting in French, German, Portuguese, Spanish, and many, there's many different languages. Virginia from XYZ Pool, she is doing in some videos in Wolof, French, and English. She has many different languages that she does YouTube videos in, but we have a lot of YouTubers in Cardano, and I'm very, very happy about that, because that's a good sign. You get the more YouTubers, the more content you have out there, the better, because different strokes for different folks. Some people like some content from some people, in some format, and other people like others. And so what you get is YouTube is a giant ocean, right? It's just massive. It's massive. So having more YouTube participants is very helpful to the Cardano system. A lot of people learn of cryptocurrencies on YouTube. They learn how to use them on YouTube. They get familiarized and socialized, and they kind of get accustomed, they get acclimated to cryptocurrencies by seeing all these different YouTubers. So very helpful and very healthy to have that going on. Plus over 92,000 people on Reddit. All right, so who else is here? I'm going to wrap it up shortly. If there's no other stats you got that y'all want to see, so that you can get on to your Happy New Year celebrations. Let's see. Any way to show stats on Catalyst? Oh, that's a good question for what has passed and what hasn't. Jay Russo, great question. You currently cannot see the stats on Catalyst, but Cardano has, via Catalyst, one of the largest DAOs. Why can't I move my screen over there? Well, I'm having, because this isn't full screen. Duh. Okay. Let's see. So on idea scale, there's hundreds and hundreds. I don't know what the exact number is on idea scale. Idea scale is where the full-blown proposal goes, and that's where they are. That's where they get matured, is on idea scale. They get refined, they get discussed. Idea scale is like a big giant version of Reddit, if you will, but it has other technologies in there. And that's where people putting proposals on Cardano begin. That's where they launch their projects. And then once it goes through a refining process and it goes through the advisor process, then they get listed on the Catalyst app on the cell phones. Let's see. So we're on Fund 2, and if I can find some interesting stats, I'll pull those up also. But currently the largest DAO, based on the number of proposals that are in idea scale and have been able to get onto the Catalyst app on the phones. I think right now it's only about 2% to 3% of ADA is eligible to vote, because it's still very early stages. Yeah, I don't see a whole bunch of stats on there, but I do see Fund 2. Fund 2 information. Yeah, I don't need to go into all that, but it's on, so between idea scale and Catalyst. Okay, Let me see. Any other questions? Yeah, stats on Catalyst. Yeah, I don't have the specific stats. They're on Dor Garbash. He put it out on his. If you watch one of Dor's town hall meetings over on the IOHK channel, you can see how many proposals are eligible to be voted on. Okay. All right. Hey, well, that's all I got for you. I just wanted to go over the stats here for the Happy New Year Cardano. 202,000 accounts, 1,400, over 1,400 stake pools, over 21 billion ADA staked, 67% of ADA is staked. Looks like we're doing great. We're going for number one. I don't know. I'm not going to say we're going for number one 2021. That's a very open-ended statement. Going for number one might take a little bit of time. That's okay because we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. Okay. Any other questions? With ADA, there's hopefully price appreciation and staking increase. There will be a sharing of whatever income is generated from the use of ADA, similar to dividends. I'm not entirely sure what the question means, but there will be like stake pool portfolios probably coming out later in this year where you can delegate, you can pick a portfolio that delegates to purpose-based pools, and you select that one portfolio for example, purpose-based pools, and then it will delegate your ADA to a multitude of pools. Inside that portfolio, it'll get fractioned off to them. Let's say charity-based pools, performance-based pools, whatever those pool groupings are. There's several different types of groupings. Like I'm aiming for performance-based network and all that kind of stuff, and that's the one I'm shooting for. There's involved with my pools. Okay. So thanks, SV Look. Oh, and another thing, let's see, what else is there? Okay, so there's tokens moving over to Cardano, ERC20 Ethereum-based tokens, probably going to be moving over from SingularityNet and other stuff. New ones coming online, native tokens coming online that aren't converted, but some of them are going to be created directly on Cardano. Those are all kinds of great things you can look at coming in the new year. In the out years, in the years out, you might see Basho and Hydra being deployed for scaling, where you have each of the pools operates as like a head and can get the off-chain transactions, and when those transactions are complete, submit them to the main blockchain, and at that point you're going to have a big pickup in speed. Right now I think, oh, one other stat, the current speed of the network I believe is at about 32 transactions per second maximum, but it depends on the network conditions. You know, there's various conditions that will give you up to about 32 transactions per second. There's a really good video from Duncan Coots that explains it better. It's called More Lies in Transactions Per Second, because you can't just measure transactions per second to determine, you know, what the optimal speed is. It's not just one good measuring stick. All right. Well, thank you, SV First Look, for that question. Let me see if there's any other questions. Gene Pasker. Hello, Gene Pasker. Good to see you here. Domino Deo says, hi, Rick. Happy New Year. Watching from Singapore. From Singapore. I've been to Singapore one time. Beautiful place. Is it possible to have history of rewards on staking? Yes, it is possible to have history. It's on Pool Tool. It is on Pool Tool. I can show you how to do that real quick. If you want to see the history of rewards on staking, I'll show you how that works. Let's see, any other questions here before I go to that? Baron von Raschke says, Rick, do you have any insight to when we will have multi-staking available from one wallet? No, I do not know when we will have multi-staking available from one wallet, but it's probably going to be this year. That is a very high priority thing that IOG is working on. I've just read and heard through AMAs and other readings. Multi-staking delegation is very high priority. Currently, for example, you can only delegate to one pool at a time from a ledger. So that's why it would be very important. That way, if someone has a large amount of ADA, let's say a whale has, I don't know, 20 million ADA or 10 million ADA, and they want to delegate to 20 different pools. Now, I know the dataless technology is capable of delegating to, you can make 20 different wallets in there, but you can't with a ledger. You can only make one ledger wallet. Okay. Currently, the only way you can Well, currently, I think delegating to multiple pools is you make multiple wallets inside one instance of Daedalus, or multiple wallets inside one instance of Daedalus, or multiple wallets inside one instance of EOY. And then you can delegate to multiple pools, but you have to split your ADA up into the different wallets and then delegate to the pools from there. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Baron von Reski. I hope I answered your question. Yeah, multi-staking. It's in the coming months, but I cannot put a date on it. Okay, yeah, I have not caught a definite timeline for that. So I had a question on the history of rewards on staking. I'm going to have to do a video dedicated to Pool Tool here again. I did one a while back, but let me hop over to Pool Tool again. Give me a moment here to get to the right place, and I'll show you how you can get there from the front page of Pool Tool on how you can see the history of rewards for your address. Okay, so let me pull that up again. Okay. All right. So let me go over here, and let's say you're on Pool Love. Okay, that's the Papa Carp's pool here. Love. Okay. And Stake Love. Whoops. Okay. And I clicked on the link, and I didn't mean to click on the link. All right. So let's say you are delegated to Papa Carp's Pool Love, and you're going to click this blue arrow right here. Okay. So you click the blue arrow, and then you go to delegators. All right, you see that delegators tab right there? Click on that, and you go find your reward. Oh, and another thing is the Pool Tool app. What used to be called the Pegasus app is now called the Pool Tool app, and I had it installed. It automatically updated and called itself Pool Tool. So that's available on Android and iOS. So you can just point to your address that you want to monitor there. So you go to delegators, you find the address. This is 6.4 million. That's a lot. Let's go somewhere else and find one that's more in the range of what I call average, somewhere around 300,000 or 400,000, which is still a lot, but it's probably in the range of average. Okay, and let's say, for example, this was your address. So you go find either your address, or you can find it by the quantity you're staking. And then you hit this blue arrow again, okay? So you find your pool, hit the blue arrow, then you find your address and hit the blue arrow, okay? And then you scroll down, and here's your history of rewards for that address, okay? That's how you do it, okay? So here you can see how much the person is making whoops, my screen's lagging a bit. How much ADA per epoch they're getting based off of the amount delegated. Very nice. What the ROS is for each of those epochs. Looks good, okay? So I hope that answers your question. Let me see if there's any other questions. Let me know, since I'm on the live stream, and I'm on the east coast of the USA in Virginia, and it's only 7:25 p.m. here, so it's still 4 and a half hours until we have our Happy New Year time here. Okay, all right, I'm glad I answered your question. Glad you liked that. Happy New Year, CMS. Ahmad Alalel. Happy New Year. Good to see you, Ahmed. Good to have you here. All right. Let me see. Anything else? Any other questions? No other questions. I'm going to wrap it up. Happy New Year, everyone. Coming from Digital Fortress. Hey, feel free to like and subscribe my channel here right down below, and it helps boost the metrics on the channel. It gets a broader visibility. And there's a bell if you would like to get alerts whenever I put up a new video. You can hit the bell down below, and that will get you the alerts. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the stats. I will be revisiting them a year from now, and we'll see how much Cardano has improved. And I think I'll do that every year for New Year's Eve to kind of keep a historical record of where we at. I mean, the blockchain will keep the record for us. I don't have to do the YouTube videos, but it is kind of fun. It is kind of fun. Okay, and don't forget, going for number one all day, every day, relentless. Thanks for watching Digital Fortress. Y'all have a happy new year. Bye-bye.